where they lecture their parents and shit. You know what I mean? Nobody talks like that. It's too bad because I can see it's going to be a good story, but I can't get past that. I can't suspend my disbelief. Speaking of Georgia, this one cracked me up. This is the headline, folks. Georgia suspends Ku Klux Klan mask law during coronavirus pandemic. They still have that on the books? Coronavirus has forced Georgia to revisit a 70-year-old law targeting the Ku Klux Klan. Governor Brian Kemp signed an executive order temporarily suspending 1951 legislation creating a misdemeanor offense for people who conceal their identities while on public property. Didn't that affect Halloween? A law passed to combat Klansmen. It's fucking Georgia.
White power, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, they'll probably get flagged. That's meth music. Ever hear of Maybach music? Maybach music. That's meth music, bitch. The order as written legalized wearing a mask, hood, or device by which any portion of the face is so hidden, concealed, or covered as to conceal the identity of the wearer if that person is wearing such device for the purpose of complying with the guidance of any healthcare agency or to prevent the spread of COVID-19. So they're exempt. So the Klansmen probably, they get their irons out right now. All two of them. Kemp, a Republican, had support from across the aisle as the number of coronavirus cases in the state continue to grow. Georgia has documented more than 14,900 confirmed cases. I didn't realize it was up to that much, along with more than 550 deaths. Jesus, really? Just so you can slap a mask on, folks. Go to that meeting tonight at the church up the.
Who the fuck are you? Are you writing a book? Who the fuck are you?
Yeah, take off your mask. I'll tell me. People are using whatever they have at home, bandanas, scarves, to put across their faces. I don't want that to be misconstrued. You know who said that? State Senator Nikema Williams, Democrat. I'm guessing black. Fucking Nikema. You guys. It's the word Nike with Ma on the end of it. What's the middle name? Just do it. One word. Nikema Williams. Listen to why Nikema Williams is for it. A whole different reason than why. I don't want anyone to put their health and safety on the line from wearing a mask because they don't want to be profiled at a grocery store or they're picking up medicine at a pharmacy. You know. Fucking black family goes in a pharmacy. They all wear red bandanas. People are gonna get nervous. That's what Nikema Williams is saying. And whose fault is that?
Who the fuck are you?
Fuck you. Take off your mask before I give you the fucking. Huh? That guy would be. Yeah, this guy would be. I don't even trust this guy myself. That's, thedonaldstuff.com. That commercial's coming up soon. They're making some funny stuff, folks. Let me tell you something. Yeah, I got to work out today. Looking heavy. I don't know. You think fucking 6 slices? And they were squares, about the size of this iPad, each one of them. I couldn't even breathe when I went to bed. Laying there with my gut hanging out like Raging Bull. Remember he was in the prison? Somebody save me. Let's get back to the power-hungry governors. And as you know, Trump and Governor Newsom have been very cordial to each other. Governor Newsom is the, California left-winger. Used to be married to, what's her name on Fox? Kimberly Guilfoyle. And he's a real lefty. Of course he is. And he proved it with this. Here's the headline, and then I'm going to read what it should have read. The headline says, California to give cash payments to immigrants hurt by virus. They forgot to put the word illegal immigrants in there, or they intentionally didn't put it in there. Excuse me, pizza. California will be the first state to give cash to immigrants living in the country illegally who are hurt by the coronavirus, offering $500 apiece, which is going to go to what? Cocaine and refried beans. What? You can't send $500 a piece to 150,000 adults who were left out of the $2.2 trillion stimulus package approved by Congress. That's taxpayer money. You guys, and it's going to people who snuck in the country, and I'll never agree with that.
I think your brain is going soft.
Many Americans began receiving $1,200 checks from the federal government this week, and others who are unemployed are getting an additional 600 clams a week from the government that has ordered them to stay home and disrupt what had been a roaring economy. But people living in the country illegally are not eligible for any of that money, which they fucking shouldn't be. And advocates have been pushing for states to fill in the gap. No. Why should my taxpayer money, or California, you live in California, you're a taxpayer, you work hard, you pay your taxes, you get up, you go to work. Well, these people pay their taxes too, but the first thing they did when they got here was break United States laws. I don't give a shit. Gavin Newsom yesterday announced he'd spend $75 million of taxpayer money to create a disaster relief fund for immigrants living in the country illegally. Does anybody give a shit? We feel a deep sense of gratitude for people that are in fear of deportation. We don't. That are still addressing essential needs of tens of millions of Californians. You know, blowing leaves, cleaning your pool, hotel rooms. Who noted 10% of the state. See, that's what. See, when my grandparents came over, they cleaned too. My grandmother cleaned dorm rooms, hotel rooms, and shit. You know what? They didn't get any money. There were no safety nets, and she did it legally. She threw up on a boat for 3 weeks. There's the big difference. He noted 10% of the state's workforce are immigrants living in the country who paid more than $2.5 billion in state and local taxes last year. Yeah, and how much did they take out? Because of, what do you call it? The safety nets? Senate Republican leader Shannon Grove said Newsom should spend the money. Hey, Shannon finally has a brain. The money, instead, he should be spending it on food banks, equipment for students to continue their education. American citizens first. What a wild concept. Education online, local government struggling with revenue losses. That's where that money should be going. Instead of meeting these urgent needs, Governor Newsom has chosen to irresponsibly pursue a left-wing path and unilaterally secure $125 million for undocumented immigrants, said Grove, who represents Bakersfield. California has an estimated 2.2 million immigrants living in the country illegally, the most of any state. State officials won't decide who gets the money. Instead, the state will give the money to a network of regional nonprofits to find and vet potential recipients. Let's track that money. Advocates say that's key to making the plan work because immigrants are unlikely to contact the government for fear of deportation. Yeah, exactly. You need to use organizations that have trusted relationships with these families, said Jacqueline Martinez, CEO of the Latino Community Foundation.
Don't say a fucking word to me. I'll get up and I'll bury this telephone in your head.
Organizers began raising money on Friday and have raised more than $6 million so far, with contributions from the Emerson Collective, Blue Shield of California Foundation, California Endowment, the James Irvin Foundation, the Chan Zuckerberg Initiative. Who the fuck's Chan Zuckerberg? What is that, fucking Zuckerberg's connection in Wuhan? Chan Zuckerberg Initiative, anyways, and an anonymous donor. We want this to be as equitable as possible and benefit as many people as possible. Darren E. Petzot said that, president of Grant Makers concerned with immigrants and refugees. Oh, my aching stem. Enough already.
Chan is the last name of his wife, Mark Zuckerberg's wife.
Is the last name?
Yeah. So Mark Zuckerberg's wife is Priscilla Chan.
Okay. Didn't mention Priscilla. No, Chan. So it's, it's a maiden name. That's how you know she's a twat. She keeps her maiden name.